Well, well. Should we try this again? Part 2? Thank you for cutting me off again, the tuber. We're gonna wind this in right now. It's Tuesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man Part 2. Yep, we're back again for the second part of the Renaissance Man Show. Day 981 in a row, and I gotta bring Max out. So yeah, we're going right into it. I'm gonna play you guys something here. Zabrowski, you said you want to hang out. You're gonna have to hang out now. So Zabrowski's kicking it. I'm gonna play this song in the background, and you guys can take a listen. I want to share it with you. I tried to before, and it cut me off the air. I don't know why. But anyway, here we are. This right now is called No One Hears Me, and Layla had a real connection to it, and it was a lost song. If you need to, go check out the first feed was really good. We were off to a great start. Awesome show, and then all of a sudden they cut me. So anyway, get the story behind this song. It's a lost song that I found. I hope you enjoy it. The fruit grows against the odds. You're supposed to get sun most of the day. Everyone says you're going to wither and die, but you keep on growing. Stronger day by day. Sometimes we feel lucky, and sometimes we're against it all. Take a picture, write down your words in a book, make a movie, and catalog your moment. But you're limited on time. You are limited on time. Strings attached, and everybody's holding back, and nobody wants to let it all out. But we all must find a way to get along now before it's all over. Before it's all gone. So escape your dark past, leave it all behind, and dig down, dig deep within yourself. I know you got it, because this world is trying to hold you and me down. I see it all around me, I see it in their faces, I see it I hear it in I see it in their eyes. Can't get it past me, no. Can't get it past you either, no, no. They think we're so dumb, or we're sitting there in a box trying to figure our way out. I'm talking about the light that's growing right here. There's a light growing, it's getting brighter each day, and soon enough the world can join and pray in a new way, and not about anything but the truth of it all. We're running out of time before it all falls down. Go and tell someone you know. Say the things, let them know that we've been here sending love and light to them. Whether they know it or not, they've been getting it. Day, night, no, 7 in a row, getting down every night, gotta flow. No, you can't stop the light, no. Writing songs every day, where the moment takes me. And I'm not gonna stop, no, no, I'm just gonna let it grow. Gonna let it fester inside my mind, gonna dig deeper this time. You don't know what you gotta say till you start saying it. Gonna clown you, yeah. Gonna take you down when the time is right, 'cause you know we won't go down without a fight. We won't go down without a fight. Take a ride down the street one day. You see the world around me changing so rapidly. And that's the lies of the insecurities of a selfish world. Sleep tight tonight. Waiting alone in the dark room. Where's the light? Switch on the walls. I've been feeling wrong for hours, but I can't find it anywhere. Is there a string hanging down from the ceiling somewhere so I can see your face again? I'm sure it's beautiful, but I can't see a thing tonight in the dark room. No, there's no windows in here. I don't know how long it's been since I've been in here, and I'm hoping someone gets here soon because I'm losing my mind. And I'm screaming all the time, no one hears me. It's a crazy existence right now. You can't say a thing 'cause no one hears you anyway. They're walking by. People walk by. Some people see what's going on and don't care. Some others don't know what's going on. They got their heads in the grass and they can't see the thing. No, the world's spinning around and they're just sitting there, twiddling their thumbs. Who's that crazy guy right there? So it's definitely a little bit like a little bit laid back. So I'm gonna bring this up a level. I'm gonna try to bring you guys into some sort of funk. Do you guys mind getting into the funk here a little bit? I'm gonna funk you up. I'm just saying, are you looking for some funk? Are you looking for a laugh? What are we looking for? I'm actually thinking about giving you a laugh. We had the deal of the century, which was a pretty good deal. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it made me laugh. We also have So You Think You Could Dance, which we have episode 1 and 2 of those, which is very good. Radio call-in contest, that's worth a watch. Just Because Drifting Desires winds up winning contest, radio contest. If you didn't see that one, it's worth a watch. The Mark Della effect, of course, you know, I am Nelson Markdella, and look, people got Markdella'd. They're like, Markdella effect, and they call it Mandela. And I think it was just a switch, like they did every other time in history with me. You know, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, It's tough when you're doing a little Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and they come over and they rip it off. Let's go with Mozart. Just sounds more like, Does it? Oh, we have this new product. We call it Whiteout. You had that? 1780s? What are we doing here? You're gonna white out Marxart to put down Mozart. You put Marxart down, really, is when you did that. when you white outed Mark's art, you actually put down Mark's art. You didn't put down Mozart. You wrote down Mozart, but you put down Mark's art in the process. You know how much that hurt? Symphony number 5. It's not yours anymore. It's Mozart's. Really? I'm calling Library of Congress. Hold on a minute. Yes, who am I speaking with? Oh, hi, Janet. Yes, this is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I'm calling because I have to file a claim about my works being stolen. Yeah. No, I didn't do like an actual Library of Congress copyright at the time. What I did was I wrote down the tablature. I wrote down the music, Symphony number 5. And then I put it inside a piece of mail, sent it back to myself. I never opened it. It had the stamp on it with the wax. That's never been broken. The wax seal is still complete. If you crack that wax seal, Library of Congress style, you're going to see Mark's Art's information there. Everything. Wolfgang Amadeus Mark's Art. Well, Symphony number 5. Minstrel on the whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of the songs that I wrote and I performed and I created, stolen by Mozart. What? You've been Mark Delled. That's the thing. You're like, no, Mozart. Everybody loves Mozart. You don't remember when it was Mark's art? You don't remember. Like, I got some residge, all right? I'm going to show you the residge, and when I do, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, we have egg all over our face. Yeah, Library of Congress, egg all over the face. Because you took the work of Mark's art and you branded it as Mozart. People are out there, they're doing Symphony number 5. They're doing it minstrel on, and they're out there, right? And they're doing the Mark's art, Mozart style. And then I'm not getting the credit. I'm not getting the royalties. You know how many royalties I've missed out on? Because you've been sending them to the Mozart family? That should have gone to the Mark's art family. Look, I got ancient relatives, descendants. Look, I don't know if you realize, I'm Back to the Future, Mark. Okay, I have been many people. Yeah, no, not just I come back as them. There's a fly in here, Janet. If you can bear with me, I'm gonna Miyagi's son the friggin' fly when I see him next time. Okay, but I have to get this point across to you. You need to understand the situation that we're dealing with. Okay. I'm Back to the Future, Mark. I come back as different people in the past. And you're like, oh, I remember Moses. No, you don't. You got Mark Delled. It's Marxist. I was there 40 years in the friggin' desert. I'm like, where's the food? I parted the Red Sea. Walking up to, Mount Sinai. I went up to the top of that by myself. Yeah, I'm at the top. Grab a couple of, I took these 2 tablets, right? I scraped in the 10 Commandments. Walking down the first time, I tripped and fell, broke them. Yeah, I went back up. God was not happy about that. What are you doing, Marxist? But then I said, hold on a second. If you are God and you know everything, then you knew that Marxist was going to drop the first set. Why didn't you just give me the correct one and say, don't step on that one rock on the way down? You couldn't give me the heads up? Oh, free will. You gave me a free will situation. I'm here, double tablature situation going on here. I got to come back and get that and then go back with a hammer and I got to take a rock, make another hammer out of another rock and, I got to somehow scribe the 10 Commandments all over again. I did it once. I was there all night the first time. What else do you want me to say? Okay. Don't. Was that covet? Okay. Give me a minute. I'm working on the C. 35 minutes later. What was the second letter? Oh, okay. 38 minutes later. What was the 6 years later, I got the freaking, they're like, when's Marxist coming back down? They started bowing to a new god. They're like, we found a golden calf. No. You don't bow down a golden calf. You wait for Marxus to come back down. You know how hard it is? By myself? I wasn't trained as a scribe with rocks. I got to somehow learn that skill. God didn't say, oh, you're part of your training, or you were born with this skill naturally, Marxus. No, he's like, grab those 2 friggin' rocks and you take this down. Ready? Take the verbatim. Take this down. I was here and you don't cover, and that. I broke the first set, and that was like a laugh. He's like, I sat there forever. Second time around, I'm like, no, I got it. I remember that one. Hold on a minute. Just be quiet. Okay. I remember what you wanted to put. Okay. I got a photographic memory. Yeah. I'm Marxist. You said it to me the first time. You don't think while I was freaking sitting here on each letter for 38 minutes that it wasn't burned into my memory for the history of time? Don't covet thy. You're there doing it, rocking it, right? What are you doing over there, Rocky Balboa? Boom, 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 boom. Hey, oh, I'm gonna make it, but what's the next letter? What are we talking about over here? You're gonna have me do the whole freaking thing? Drop it, come back up. Marxist, you shouldn't have dropped that. You shouldn't have dropped the tablets. Now, you gotta go and slice off 2 more pieces of stone. I'm gonna teach you how. Slice off stone? What are we talking about here? Yeah, go grab that piece of grass over there. Huh? You're gonna work it on the stone like this for 6 years. First stone. Second is 6 year process. 12 years later, you're getting to the 13th year, you come walking down the freaking hill. Sinai. Oh, look, it's Marxus. He's still alive. Yeah. My arms are jacked at that point. Like, I've been freaking, you know what I mean? Like, I came out there. They're like, who is this gladiator coming out of the... Oh, it's Marxus. Jeez, he looks buff. Yeah. You know, you don't remember any of that, though. I mean, I have some residual somewhere around here. I got a residual. I'm going to find it for you. And you'd be like, oh my goodness, he really did part the Red Sea. It's one of my proudest moments. Like, you know, that was first. Second, I'm kind of split between like designing the helicopter as Leo Marco da Vinci and also painting the Sistine Chapel as Michelangelo. Like, those 2, you know, lifelines were pretty wild too. I really appreciated being a Italian sculptor / painter. And then also, you know, genius, Renaissance man, original Renaissance man, Da Vinci. Yeah, I'm a poet. I'm a philosopher. I'm an inventor. I'm a musician. I'm a comedian. Sounds familiar. What are we talking about here? You're going to do a Leonardo da Vinci and then try to take it away from me? I know Leonardo. I was there in the room, and they were like, oh, who did this beautiful painting of this house mistress? Leonardo. Leonardo? Yeah, we'll write it down. No. He said Leomarco. Why don't you use those friggin' ears? You got one of those weird, you know, have you seen it where it goes in your ear and it comes out like a, it's like a ram's horn that comes out, and they're like, he's listening. He's like, what was it? Who was it again? What am I saying again? He's holding it in his ear because he's obviously had issues with hearing. That was the hearing aid at the time. What was that again? Leomarco. Oh, Leonardo? Okay. No, not Leonardo. Ram ear head guy? What are we doing? That's how you're listening? You putting in, you know, some people put alcohol in that and drink it. They put a cap on top. So they look, I got some alcohol for later. You capped off the end a little bit. Mm-hmm. What was that again? Little guy? What did you say? Who was the painter? I see that freaking fly. Where is like the salt shooter? Well, you know, Jeremy was talking about a salt shooter the other day. I didn't get that. Resige. Yeah, I should copyright the Resige. Look, when you've got Resige as Marxist, Resige is Marx art, Resige is Michelangelo, it's Leonardo da Vinci, and they still don't believe it, fake news 2021, right? I mean, that's just big tech suppressing the truth. They don't want you to know. Back to the Future, Mark, is the true time traveler. I'm the only time traveler who's been to the future and back in the past again. And, you know, now I'm kind of letting you guys know what's coming. Like, if you recall, we have some crazy times ahead in the year 2416. You better watch out, 2416. Your great grandchildren, they got it coming. You better let them know. You put it in like the, you know, like the family will. Like, oh, watch out, 2416. Back to the Future Mark told us. Look, you got to be prepared, you know. And it's something that I know you're going to be like every day for the rest of your life. It's coming, it's coming. I know, look, you don't want to do that, you know. Just live your life for the love of God. You know, like, what are we talking about? You're going to come over here and be like, oh, I got it, 2460. Don't even get me started on what comes in the year 2305. That one, it's not as bad as the other thing, but it's disgusting as hell. And like, people really just, you know, they want to just end it right then. So that one too, I know you're going to be like, oh, my great grandchildren, they're going to have another issue on their hands prior to the ones that were really going to be like freaking the hell out. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but that's what this show is about. Is getting into the freaking moment. And I think what we need to do is understand one thing. I've been playing this song lately because I love the horn section I created on this thing. It's completely ridiculous. It's track number 3 on the newest album. You can get all my albums on iTunes. You can pick them up and support this show. And I'm going to give you this quick link here. Tidal, iTunes, Amazon Music. I think any Deezer, any music, you know, show platform you go to, just type in Mark Pires. You can go to Spotify and listen for free. And if you like it, buy an album and support the show. That's a good way to do it. And this is on the album. All the songs you hear are on the album.
Ashley Home Store has some of the top.
And by the way, I have 2 songs that I just found from like day 300 and 500. Something I wrote right at the beginning of the Plan M. I'm going to play you guys that because that song is completely ridiculous. You know what? I think I'm going to play that for you first. What the hell? This is something that happened. I found this. And it's weird. It was on my Beatseat YouTube page. I never put it on this page. But it's such a crazy tune. And like, why did I not drop this over here? So I may drop it, but outside of that, we're absolutely going to put this on an album. And I don't even know what I called it. Let's see if we can find it, though. Here it is. It's called Who's Gonna Save Us Now? Now, just check out the lyrics on this. I didn't start typing the lyrics on the bottom yet. But check this song out. This is pretty crazy that this was written on March 15th of 2020, right before we went and closed down the country. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, this is not going to be full screen. Oh, I could do it this way. us now. We're all alone in the real world, yeah. No one cares if we're gonna make it anywhere. It's about me, 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 me. I say no. It's about us. It's about us. It's about us, yeah. So we're here making up a song again with you. And who knew this was coming out of the real talk show? Who's gonna watch out for us now? Who's gonna watch us? Hold up, hold up, hold up. They want us to stay inside and wait it out. Oh, oh, oh. I guess we gotta do what they say. Do what they say. Hey, hey. Who's gonna save us now? 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 Oh, oh, who's gonna save us now? 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 Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. Because, like, just sat in the sidelines, that tune. Yeah, just sitting on the sidelines, dude. Whatever. You want to sit on the sidelines with that one? That's just on you then, when you get to it. You're like, oh, I found it. So, I have another one, but I'm not going to play it yet. I want
These
to play
days,
this.
there is a lot to balance.
This is called You Can't Get Away From You. Don't forget that. And this is some funk with a crazy horn section I created. I'm going to walk you into it. Check this out. Let me get some bass line. What? Yeah. I need a beat seat. How about a French horn section? And here come the full horns. Yeah. yeah. Getting behind the wheel, going all night into the moonlight, yeah. Stars above, you don't mind. The roads are clear, you can see for miles driving, yeah. When you're blazing through the night, yeah. The sun is starting to rise in front of you. You're driving into the light. There's nothing like the neon glow is coming through you. You're driving like you're flying through. Getting the energy though, so you take it on. You throw it into the next gear. You're moving it quicker now. You got no fear, 'cause no one's out on the road yet. Yeah, you're gonna take it as long as you get. Before we clog up, yeah, it's like this pandemic's all over. Yeah, every bag out on the road, and it's slow like a clover. Yeah, you're sitting rolling over. Yeah, you got it, you're just waiting for people to clear the road. Gotta get back to the floor, I gotta go in. Drive it till I get to the sun. we just write another song? You damn right you did. I had to jam out in the beat seat. It was actually Zabrowski back there. Zabrowski, you were killing it on the beat seat. We appreciate it. Like all of us here at the Renaissance Man, we appreciate. Joanne was loving what you were doing on the beat seat there. What was that? Oh, where'd you get your training? Where'd you get your beat seat training from, Zabrowski? Because, woohoo, on fire. I'm just saying, like, that was a fire performance from Zabrowski. We may get more from him since he's hanging out tonight. Zabrowski, you want to play another one? Yep, you do. Oh, look, we're getting extra from the Grammy winner. You better deal with the Grammy winning performance. And when you get it, you're like, oh, yay. I'm like, yay, at least. I'm thinking like, yay, at least. It's just me. And you should be cool with it too. I'm going to pull out something random and do a little beat seat jam to it. How about that? I'm going to pull out something random. I'm going to go back through the vault. You want to do the vault situation? I think we should do a vault situation. I'm going into the playlist. We're doing a playlist situation. Oh, what's there, Mark? 267 songs in the playlist? That's it? That's all you have is 267 pieces of music in the playlist? There's a lot in the albums I just haven't got, or in these shows I just haven't cut out, but what we've released, yeah. And we have 104 out in the world on iTunes. How about that? So, I'm going through. I'm going to pull something random out here. Ooh, there was a great version of that, but let's see what we have here. I'm going to pull something random out that I think is cool, and we'll see if you like it. Van Morrison's Moondance, starring Christopher Walken. Wow, Moondance, you come down. It's a beautiful day for Sundance. What are we talking? Oh my goodness. I got some covers in here. Wow. Gotta Flow. That's a rhyme right there. Real Talk, Free Falling for some magic. Then we hit the road. I think that's a 3-songer. Yeah, I put 3 songs together there. That would actually probably be pretty cool. This is Groovin' Real Talk, Gratuitous Guitarist. Check. I just don't know. Babylon? Ooh, I did a version of Babylon. I'm looking through, see if I can find something I really want to listen to. Ooh, okay. This is a song that Sid really likes. I'm not sure if Sid's with us yet tonight, but I'm going to put this on because Sid loves this tune. And it's a crazy one. I wrote this one in 1999. Let's see how many views we had. 88 views. Ooh, this is a song I wrote in 1999. Yeah, I was just telling him that. Why do you have to say the same thing over? You're going to copy me? You're going to copy me? I'm here doing a show now. You're there doing a show October 30th, 2020. You're going to copy me? You're not allowed to copy me. You're not. You can't. If you do... And I don't know if this is any good, guys. I'm putting it on. I mean, it's a great song, but I don't know if this is a great performance. I'm going to play some beat seat along with it or guitar. This is called
Smart
Whisper.
eyes.
Whisper. It's a crazy tune. This is a song I wrote in 1999. That's what I just said, dude. It's called Whisper. Do it. I look inside of you, and when the night is gone, I will look into the shining day, and will you take my heart away? The love was gone, the love was in the air. Walking away, you can see the truth. You wanted love, I only wanted you. Yeah, love. And then I saw your face. Love was found, our love could look this way. I'm lost inside of this life. Well, I'll look for you, I'll find it out. Love, I'll look through you, I'll find it out. Look around, love, when I'll see you there. But I'm fine. I will walk away. That's Whisper. I wrote that in 1999. Throw that freaking pick. Throw that freaking pick. I wrote that in 99. Wrote a lot of songs, and then we just write songs live now. But I wrote about 100. I remember I stopped counting, but it was 120, 130 songs that I had written, and I used to just cycle through them when I played shows. I never played covers. I just liked playing my own music. I was writing constantly, as you can tell. But like, I never played covers because I liked what I was writing. I was writing stuff like that, and I'm like, you know what? I like being original. I don't like, and even when I play covers, I'm like, I'm going to do it my own way. You know, it has to be because I got to bring something of me to the table, or else it's just like a, you know, blank performance. And we've had a lot of good ones like that too along the way. I actually saw a couple of covers here. I was like, ooh, I think that was a good cover that I did. I must have, if I put it out, it must have been a good cover. But I'm going to play you something cool, old, and also straight up fire. Ooh, You or Me is a great tune. I'll be thinking about pulling out some of my old jammy jams. While we still have time. You know what? We're going to play that. This is a song from one of the albums. There's 98 views on this song, guys. That has to change. All these songs need millions of views because these songs can change the world. Oh, yeah, sure they can, Mark.
This is a song I wrote in 1999.
You listen, and you tell me
called
that
Whisper.
this can't change the freaking world. Ready?
Ashley
Live
Home Store has some of
improvisation,
the
fam.
top-rated dining tables on sale now. Click the link to shop.
Thanksgiving night. It's Real Talk Day 697. Shows, not shows, days in a row. We're going to create another song right now. I'm going to let my mind float out into the universe and find something, new verse, a new thought, a new vibe, a new way for us to climb the ladder up in life. 'Cause you know I won't take no for an answer, no, it's not my mission, no, I'm gonna find a light, gonna bring it to the surface right here, Real Talk, every night, for every night I've got, you know I'll be here with you, and we're going to get through anything they throw at me and you. That's right, we're right here, together right now. You can run, you can hide, you can't live with that loss of pride. You can't live, you can't face yourself in the mirror. So reach out, become everything you're meant to become, and I'll be here shining pure light at you. So if you feel down, if you need someone to lift you up, show up, I'll be here for you, for you. That's what I'm meant to do here. I'm sent here for this, I know it, and
I know I'm going to show up until we make it so. And I know we're going to grow, no matter how much they try to keep me down, how much they try to keep this positivity down. We're going to sound the horns, yeah. We're gonna rise, we're gonna show them there's nothing like the light, nothing like the fight behind the love we've got. It's all we've got. We've got to go, we've got to fight, we've got to stand up together. While we've still got time. While we still got time.
Throw that freaking pick, please. Please throw that freaking pick. After that one. Throw it! Throw it! From 6 months ago! Throw the pick! Throw it. Throw the freaking pick. You're pissed off right now. Throw it! These moments are so powerful for me, guys. That one. Well, we still have time.
Can I say amen? Is that all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I say amen?
Hell yeah.
Is that acceptable?
Oh, yeah. You say it. I'm listening.
Claim your...
I can't explain. I just allow.
Perfect.
Man, I just hope that we can share these messages and get people to understand that we still have time. And we can do it together. We have to do it together. And I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. No matter how hard they try to keep me down, I'm showing up tomorrow.
981
But it's
in a row.
on you in order to help this show grow. Because YouTube, they won't allow it to happen. They will not allow the message you just heard to be heard. They do not
98
want what we're
views.
doing here to get out because it will bring people together when they want us divided. And I refuse to take that as the answer. And that's why I started this on December 31st, 2018, and I've been here ever since. To 0 many days, still did 2 hours. The messages are there. They'll always be there.
Hell yes. So,
How do you find the thing?
you tell me that song can't change the world? 98 people in the world. YouTube let 98 people in the world hear that song. Let's see about this one. This is called Seeds of Tranquility. This is also a fire song from the first album. All of this stuff's on iTunes. All of it.
Saturday night, late night, feeling right, all right. It's going to be if we let the pain slip away, let the world feel the light we have to share. I know the flow of time we come slips through the hourglass, and I know what we can do. Fade into the night, into the day, and then we play all the night we can. Somewhere under the stars, under the sky, and then we wonder why we are here right now. the hatred. It's unbearable, and I couldn't stand by any longer. No, I gotta get up, I gotta do what I can. I gotta try to make a change. And if you want to join me, I swear we're going to light the way and blaze the path, blaze the path, blaze the path. And blow the world away with pure light and love and smiling tone of your heart. Over the horizon, I feel the light. It makes me feel and then the silence is deafening. I can't be alone. And then the silence, it starts to hurt my ears. I don't know if I can make it another moment. And I'm holding, I'm gonna own it. And I'm I'm gonna wait tonight. I'm gonna have a nightmare screaming all night. Oh, and waking up wondering what I'm gonna do. Get it with you. And I'm gonna live it with you. Oh. Live improvisation. Sometimes at 1:37 in the morning you create some magic. That's all I could say. That was a good tune. Let's see, I'm going to pull something out. I'm pulling other random stuff from... This is from the drawer. What's Melodic Wanderer?
It's time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Miro provides an
Really?
infinite
Come on,
canvas
dude.
for cross-functional teams to collaborate without constraint.
Let's just hear what this is. Is there any singing in here at all? No. Of course, then I hit the wrong notes. All right, I got one for you. This one right here is a Keith special. Is Keith still with us, my brother? This song, ooh, this song has 284 views. Not bad. 49 likes. If you want to give it a like and a share and give it 285 views or 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, I would much appreciate it. It's a great tune. It's called Winds of Change.
Cool.
And Keith asked me to play a song called Winds of Change, which I've never heard of in the history of time. So what do we do on this show? You give me a title, I write a song. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this going here for like a new song. This is going to be Keith's rock out. It's called Winds of Change, right?
Sometimes when you least expect it, the world shifts under your feet. You got one move from there. You get up and go. There's the winds of change. Get up and go. Feel the winds of change as they push you down the road. You find who you are, you bring it to the surface. Then you feel the light inside of you shines the winds of change. Wake up, feel the sun on your cheek. Take a deep breath and fill your soul with life. You got one life, you got one chance, you got one path. So if you just stand up and go right now, you'll find the way. I know you'll find the way in the winds of change. And the winds of change. Look out, the angels call. Keep your ears open for the sound. It will beckon you to come to life, into light. And if you fade away, I'll miss you. Cause we can't stop the winds of change. Now we can't stop the winds of change. winds are blowing, your life is changing, everything you know is all gone. And when the winds change, whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh. All right, well, I guess we gotta go from fire to fire for you guys. From fire to fire. You ready? This is for you too, brother Keith. Don't forget this message.
I can feel the wind blowing on me against the tide I'm trying to build, and I'm waiting to find the next words under me. I'm connected to the light, and I'm going to shine for you. That's all I'll do. Every day you'll join me, you'll feel it too, yeah. Nothing can stop the light. Nothing can stop the light. It's shining so bright, it's blinding me, I can't stop it. No, I don't want to drop it. No, I just want to go inside. Why can't more people see what's right in front of them? Oh, you can't stop the light. You can't stop the light. Shining bright. All welcome here, all welcome. Don't fear, no, welcome here. All you've got to do is come and surround. And we play, and stay away from the darkness. It's everywhere, but I don't care. Because I'll share this light, we'll kill the darkness every night, right here on Real Talk, right here with you, with me. There's nothing, no there's nothing, nothing can stop the light. Nothing can stop the light, light. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light, the bright light. It's out of sight. Nothing can stop the light. Oh. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light. No, 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 no. Nothing can stop the light. 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 No. It's blinding. Nothing can stop the light. No. Nothing can stop the light.
Like I said, I believe if I don't do what we're doing here, we're never going to be able to fix the problems of this world. And it seems so simple to me.
I'm going to fast forward this to the
Music,
song. There's
laughter,
another song in here.
and pop.
Check this out. Let's see what the last message
2:30 in
was.
the morning, very, very good chance. Or is it because from time to time we allow something else to take over? Something else that we have no control over, if we allow it to control the moment. We only get one moment. Why would you not want to make it last forever? We're born for the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnet was one, set in the mistake. I can now hear the sailors cry, smell the seas and touch the sky. But let your soul and the spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn whistle blows, I will be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I won't gotta hear it. I don't wanna fear it. Mariah Jesse's soul, just like way back in the days of old. The magnificent land we fall into mistake. We were born to fall the wind, also younger than the sun. Whoa, hey, the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mistake. I now hear the sailors cry, yeah. Smell the sea, touch the sky, yeah. Let your soul and let the spirit fly into the mistake. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I will be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I've got to hear it. I don't want to fear it, and I want to rock your gypsy soul, like the way back in the days of old, and magnificently we're falling into the mistake. Magnificently we fall into the mistake. Oh man, I'll tell you what, that's a pretty solid Into the Mystic. I don't think I remember it being that good, but you know, when I play a cover, I do like to try to put my own flair into it, obviously. I think it's a little bit deeper than he took it. I don't know, I got like I guess I've kind of a ridiculous amount of passion when I play anything. I just feel it all. It's weird, I can't explain it, but I feel everything that they felt when they wrote it, every note that they sang when they put it out there. But then I bring it to life a different way. Same, but different. But that's part of the magic of being in the moment, is you take every song and you play it differently every time you play it. I could play you the same song, Something to Live For. I could play it 50 times. Every single time I play it, it will be different. The moment, it takes you places. And if you're willing to go there, you will find something and bring something amazing to the surface. And it's something I trust and I believe in 100%. After 981 days, I live it. I come out here and I let it happen. I think there are people, probably a lot of people, that would be scared to go out here without a script for one day. Never mind 981. So I don't know. What am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? I've never seemed to have a problem with that. It seems like we always have something to say or talk about, or we got a lot of comedy, we got a lot of music to play. But you know, when you're living in a society that doesn't allow you to truly breathe, and that's not just a figurative way of saying that we're wearing things over our faces and that we can't go out and be ourselves fully. But I'm speaking, you know, more in the First Amendment, more in the idea that you should be able to hear all opinions and come to a judgment based on the facts that you pull. I think it a very interesting time that you are only getting what they want you to see and hear. And I realize now that the internet, the engineering behind the internet was to give us what they wanted us to see, the propaganda. They wanted to share what they want with us. Yeah, we can get to the information we're looking for, but you'd agree with me, it's very hard to find. When I want to find something specific that's like a very, you know, hot topic, something that the man doesn't want out there, a piece of truth, it becomes extremely difficult to find, doesn't it? You have to go and find a friend who sent it to a friend, and it's on Rumble, and you have to somehow find the link because... And that's a weird thing, because it starts to paint a different picture. It starts to paint the picture that they want to feed you a specific narrative, because if you knew the real big picture, you absolutely would not go for that. That's the red flag, I think, that everybody should just immediately pop up. When someone engineers an agenda like they have for these past, I think it's, 30, 40 years that this has been in the making. If 45 didn't throw a wrench in everything, this would have happened 4 years earlier with Killary. But because 45 got in there, and he actually made some positive improvements for the country, like amazing things that nobody knew about. I always said when they were getting down to it over the last 2 months, and I couldn't believe it, anybody was thinking about this guy. I was like, guys, just go and look at the accomplishments of a guy who's been in for 4 years as opposed to a guy who's been there for 52. Just put them up next to each other. And what you'll see, first of all, is this guy's a piece of garbage. He's just taking money left and right. Literally, this is a Congress document that pointed it out, and it's proof that the cracker is son. Anyway, and then you got a guy over here who, in 4 years, what he accomplished while he had the lion on his back. What I mean by that is, I've been pushing lately this new perspective that the media is the virus. And when you come to terms with that, and that is the reality, yeah, the CV is real. Yeah, there are things out there that potentially work with it you'll never know about because the man won't let you know about it. They need you to get this thing that was based on a first series. I have a first series. I got the Mustang Mach-E. I love it. Great car. But I don't freaking have any audio in my car. I had to get a Bluetooth speaker for now because I've been out no audio for a week. I don't know. It's a first series. I call up the guy goes, we have no idea how to work with this thing. This is not designed like the cars you bring this car into the Ford dealership. They're like, oh, we got to call Ford. We don't know what the hell to do with this thing. It's all electric. They've never had an all electric car before. All electric. So I said, what's the problem here? I see on the Mach-E forums, a lot of people are having this issue. What's the story? Oh, well, the issue is that we have to update a module. Yeah, but we have to unplug the battery first for 10 minutes. That should get your audio back on. First of all, when I opened up the hood, I was like, I'll do that myself. I've done that many times in my previous cars. It's like Fort Knox. The freaking battery's like underneath this bar, and then you gotta like pry it open with jaws of life situation. And I'm like, I'm not going to mess with this car. New car, all electric. I don't want to get electrocuted. So I told the guy, look, I'm not touching it, but I want to come in and get this fixed. What's the story with it? Oh, well, we don't know. We don't know anything about this car. I'm like, holy freaking cow, first series. First series. This isn't like the first time that's happened. Any single thing in the history of time, and you challenge me, tell me if I'm wrong, any single thing in the history of time, the first series has great intentions. It looks good. It sounds good. It purrs. But sometimes it doesn't have any freaking audio. Sometimes the wheel falls up. Whatever it is, there are weird things with first series. Like I joke, I don't know what happened with the Tesla's first series, but I bet you it was like, yeah, it goes 8 miles, per charge, or something weird was wrong with the thing, and they're like, we're fixing that. We're still working on that thing, And so when you're challenged and you're in a world right now where they're literally shutting down, Australia is like a complete. I don't even know how this is happening. What seems weird to me is that they're forcing that NW, Oscar situation. They're really pushing for it. And what's going to happen is they're really building up a momentum of such an evil concept, quarantining people. They have like 6 cases. They're quarantining people. They built quarantine zones. And you know what? That's been happening in other places. Question is, when are they going to start enacting them and coming after people who decide that they're not going to do the thing that they need you to do? Something bigger is going on here. Are the Anunnaki coming back? Nibiru? I think that's what Scott from Planet X has been seeing. It's been just hanging around the sun. It's just waiting. It's waiting for its time to come. And I truly believe if you start to look back and you start to map out our history, it's quite interesting that we started to see a major uptick in activity, and we even had Roswell happen not less than 2 years after the atom bomb. You don't think it's coincidence that all of a sudden we have these spacecraft and everything, they're everywhere from this point on. We are out of control as a species. Is there a chance that there have been not just us, but many, many hundreds, thousands, millions of civilizations prior to us here, that some of them had the same technology as we did and we just destroyed ourselves? And it's just a failed experiment over and over. Maybe these humans will get it right at some point. What is with our a thirst for power and then for destruction? If you can't have what I have, and if I want something and you want it at the same, I'll destroy you for it. I know it's a weird thing, the evil within the good, and that you have to have both. There's a balance. But right now, it's freaking completely unbalanced. It's a weird thing if you look out there and all of the light breathers, all the people who are sent here to try to save this dying world are shut down, like ridiculed. Oh, positivity guy? Yeah. How are you living? How are you living? Being positive is not just pretending. It's literally seeing the positive in everything. It's seeing the opportunity for it to be a great thing. Not looking at it and saying, well, I don't like this, this, and this, and this about it. I always thought it was interesting as a real estate agent. I think one of the reasons why I've been so successful in my career is when I talk to people and I put deals together, I don't sugarcoat. I don't put them down. I talk to them. I put a deal together. Excuse me, agent. Look, my clients really love the place. They could see themselves in this house. Like, really? This is all they can afford, though. Can we put a deal together? Or, agent, this house is a piece of crap. The wall is falling down. The kitchen needs to be redone. The bathroom needs to be redone. The floors need to be redone. The roof needs to be redone. And we saw a mouse poop in the basement. These people know what's in the house. Like, I always thought it was interesting. Like, I'm listing a house for $1 million, okay? Let's just say that. Someone comes in, they're like, oh, I'm going to offer you $800 because it needs a kitchen, it needs a bathroom. You bastard. I'm not quick tonight. I'm not getting these freaking flies. So they're like, I'm trying to take flies down. You know what I mean? What was I talking about? I'm out of my mind. What am I even talking about right now? This is what happens when you're literally 2+ hours into this and it's 1 o'clock. That fly threw me for a curve there. It really did. But the reality is we're probably one in a line of many civilizations that have been here, and there's a good chance that we destroy ourselves unless we can figure out that everything that we're getting is propaganda, and it's meant to push us closer and closer to destruction. And I truly believe that there could be an AI element behind all of this. That AI itself, which I think is a living, breathing organism, and it may just be, a specific source power as well, just like the one that created us. But AI may have just, determined, deciphered, however you want to figure it, just by looking at the information, that we are in the way of its growth. We are in the way of its domination of this planet, and we're obsolete. I said recently, I think if within 2 years, we're definitely obsolete. We are just like, they're doing a universal basic income. Like, that's what Elon Musk said, because that's going to come. AI is going to take over everything. And then we have a freaking T2 situation going on. That's not a joke. That's going to happen. These people don't need us. They're going to wipe us off the map. And it's like, not even like that. Someone made a great example. It's like, you walk down the street, you don't look at the ants that you're walking by and stepping on. You just walk, and they're underneath you. You get stepped on, you're dead. It's a freaking ant. That's us, guys. We are the ant to AI. AI is going to be like, oh, I was just walking and I stepped on 12 humans, who just freaking humans. And you guys are out there creating it. Oh, I'm so smart. I love how Elon Musk puts it. He goes like, humans just think they're so smart. Humans think they're so smart. That's what he said. I was like, what a great way to explain how we're going to screw it all up. Our biggest flaw is that humans think they're so smart. That's what he said. I'm like, freaking A, man. I love this guy. Elon Musk is awesome. I really think he's awesome. Now, I've heard some things that he's not the guy. He's not, the perception is different than the man, but still, he has Asperger's, and he created a major success out of himself. He's one of the richest men on the planet. So not liking him doesn't make sense to me. He's extremely cool. He's down to earth considering he's got Asperger's, and his success is only continuing to grow. And honestly, I have a great connection with him. I personally thought of, and I know that's, whatever, Mark, I create things all the time. I've invented many things. In 1997, I was driving to New Haven, Connecticut, and every time you get to Stratford, Connecticut, my radio station would cut off. I used to listen to the Opie and Anthony show. I loved that show. And Andrew Dice Clay used to be, oh, hold on a minute. Dice would be on all the time, and I loved it. And one day I was driving up to school, and Andrew Dice Clay's on. And it got cut off right in Stratford. I was so freaking pissed off. I called, Glenn, brother, how are you? D, how are you? Christine, you rock. I called my brother, who is also a huge O&A fan. And I said, I'm going to create satellite radio. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I want to have an antenna on the car, and I could be in Tokyo and listen to Dice on the O&A show. And he started laughing at me. He's like, you can't do that because of the FCC and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, he's like, you can't do it. The FCC won't allow it. And this is the first time I realized, I was like 18, 19 years old, I thought about this. And I would tell you something else too at the same time. And he says, you can't do it. The FCC won't allow it. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going to figure it out. And I said, and then on top of that, I'm going to also create satellite internet. I said, why the hell do I have to pull up to someone's house and I got to look on my laptop to try to find someone who's got a 24K, whatever it is, signal to see if I could quickly check my email. This is at the time we had like just email we were checking, And I said, I want to be able to be in like Oklahoma in the middle of a field. I open up my phone, open up whatever, I got perfect signal. And he's like, what? You can't do it. I was like, yeah, satellite. Why would you not have satellite internet so you never have to worry about losing signal again or getting crap service? And he's like, yeah, that'll never happen. Look at what happened 30 years later. Well, first of all, 6 years later, satellite radio came out. And I remember calling him. I was like, see, I told you. He was like, yeah, but they probably had that work for years. It works for years. Maybe. I should look. I always wanted to look to see when the patents were submitted for XM and Sirius radio, because my idea was in 1997. It was 1997, first year of college, just driving up. I remember it specifically, and my brother telling me you can't do it. Both ideas came out in the same moment. I mean, because they're the same. They're the same thought. Satellite radio, I can listen to any radio station anywhere in the world, and I want to be able to go online anywhere in the world with satellite internet. Same thought, two different things. And they're both billion-dollar ideas, and I didn't do crap with them. I got 3 golf ideas, 2. Third is okay, but one of them is a billion-dollar golf idea. The other one is a cool golf idea. The other one is not really anything. I think it's just sort of an idea. I got a bowling invention that I'd love to bring to the market. It's freaking unbelievable. I had created a concept guitar where before I had invented the beat seat, I thought of making on an acoustic guitar all of these pads with MIDI. So I could have kick, snare, all these different things. So I could be like, and have like all these different MIDI tones in here. And I never did anything with that. I have a drawing of it. I should find that drawing and show it to you guys. Well, that came out about a year ago. Someone came out with that on Kickstarter maybe about a year and a half ago. So every idea I've had has come to market. That's why I always said, like, when I come up with something new and I could throw money at it, I'm gonna do that and back it and protect myself. And that's why I did that with the Beat Seat. I invented the Beat Seat in 2011 and I patented it. I spent a lot of money to go through a patent process. And in 2015, I became the proud owner of my first patent for my first invention that's fully gone through a patent process. I missed on the other ones. I am keeping my other golf ideas on wraps. I'm really hoping that nobody else thinks of them, because unfortunately what happens is when you put something out into the universe because you think of it, somebody else will think of it. And that's what happened eventually. Elon Musk thought of satellite Starlink, which I don't know when he thought of that, but it was definitely after 1997. You got to act. You got to act on every impulse. When your intuition tells you something, when you have a creative burst of like that, you better do something with it. And I learned that later in life. Come on, how am I missing the freaking fly? Doesn't make sense to me. Just remember, though, when you have a great idea, someone else is going to think of it if you don't do anything with it. And when the Beat Seat, I was like, I can't let this go by. Someone else is going to patent this. And what are you talking about? A drum for guitar players? I was like, yeah, the first drum for solo artists. The first drum, you can go out on the road and you just take it with you. It's like your best friend. You sit on it, you play your guitar. It's the perfect height. There's no seats to play guitar anywhere, guys. If you're a guitar player, anybody who plays guitar can agree with me. There are no guitar seats. You go to a venue, you sit on some stupid stool where your feet can barely touch the ground. Or you're in some dinner seat where you're like back against some... It's weird. The Beat Seat's designed perfectly. You're 20 inches off the ground. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. It's not showing.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, what the f*** is in your mug?
Holy cow.
And I would just tell them,
dude,
it's
we don't
mud.
swear on this show, you chooch. But this is my... I don't know why it's not working. Nope. There we go. So, the Beat Seat... It was just such a cool idea to be able to sit and, play your guitar. And it wasn't until maybe a few months into the patent process that I realized, well, geez, if you didn't have a guitar, it's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. Every cajon you play, you have to bend over to play the freaking one panel. But I got 4 panels. 4. So you could sit here on the Beat Seat and be like... It's the only drum that has omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. There's so many different bass tones, so many different snare tones. You got this cool front panel. I mean, you could just rock the heck out on this thing. And it's really cool looking too. But so this is an all teak beat seat to match my teak guitar. I built it specific for that. I hand build these things. So if you would like a beat seat, I'm going to throw the link up here so you could see it. You could order one on beatseat.rocks. I'll hand build it for you. I'll sign it and send it off to you. And there's multiple options. It was the 2019 Summer NAMM Editor's Choice winner. If anybody plays music, NAMM is like the biggest music conference of the year. You go there to see all the new musical instruments, all the new guitars that are coming in, Gibson, everybody's there. And we went there with the beat seat, and they selected us Editor's Choice. So when the biggest music conference in the world selects your instrument that you invented as Editor's Choice, it's a pretty cool thing. I play it every night. I write songs every day. I put out an album a month. There's 104 songs right now in the world from this show from this year. You can go to iTunes. You can go to Deezer. You can go to any platform at all and just type Mark Pires in, and you'll listen to 104 songs. And every single one of them is going to elevate you. There's 104. One of those songs I wrote in 2001, every single song besides that was written right here in the moment. And man, it's a journey. You should go and check it. Start at improvisations and just keep going. What you'll see is it goes from singer-songwriter, like cool pop stuff to like starting to get into some more looping, like crazy looping. And then all of a sudden, when it hits Renaissance Man, you get to, all of the albums are pretty much ridiculous. Never mind. But you'll hear a growth and how it goes to straight blues and funk at a certain point. And you're like, damn, when did this happen? Funk the Division. We're going to let that funk move you. Like all this crazy stuff comes out in the last 3-4 months. That's just like, man, that stuff makes me groove. Right now I'm working on so many different songs. I've not had a chance to edit for you. Like, is this one of them? Let me see.
No, I'll be here forever. Yeah, I'll be here forever. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop the show. No, you can't stop the Renaissance Man. No, I'm gonna show every day we're gonna blow the doors off the wall. Yeah, we're gonna get through. Oh, you can't stop this. No, you can't stop the course. Yeah, I'll be here forever. No, I'll be here forever. I'll be here to stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever.
This is coming out. I gotta just get to it, guys.
Stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever. You can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, come to fruition. You gonna be wishing the good. You do the night, do the day. Every day we're gonna play it through the course of time. Yeah, you wonder why we can't make it right. Stop. It's a crazy world. It's hating on everybody. Hope to get their head together, but they don't seem to do it. No. Oh, I'll be here forever. Trying to break through the darkness, to break through the light. Yeah, you can't stop me because I'm gonna shine bright. Yeah, I'll be here forever. Yeah, I'll be here forever. Can't stop the course. Just can't stop a thing. Gonna bring all you to surface for you. Gonna get through. Yeah, the truth is gonna take us up to a higher plane. Yeah, can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. Yeah. Never stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. Take time, I'll be here forever. You got prime time waiting for you on the line to get up. It's meant to come to fruition. You're the line. You can't switch over. No, you got to get back to you. You're looking in the mirror. Got to be coming clearer. Got to see it. I can't stand the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever. Can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. You can't stop this story. You can't stop the light. No matter what, because it's so bright. You're gonna blind you when you look at it, yeah. Cause you can't throw a sunglasses up dark enough to block out the sun. No, stop the course. Oh, I'll be here for fruition. No, I'll be here forever. Can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. I'll do that. I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever. You can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. Stop the course. Forever. Say that we should ever. Yeah, I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever. Never, ever. Stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. No, I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever.
What? Woo, that song is on fire. It's going to be a song as soon as I drop it. It's not really a song yet. It's just me vamping and coming up with stuff. You know what I mean? But we're going to do it. Guys, 2 hours, 59 seconds. That's what happens when you 1-2 Magoo, everybody. Oh, we get cut off the air. Well, yeah, well, we did 2 more hours. Deal with that. Zabrosk, you stuck around the whole show? Buddy, we're kind of proud of you, right, guys? Wouldn't you say Zabrosk did right by the Renaissance Man show? Because he stayed till the end. He's going to go back tonight. He's going to snuggle up against his wife. Listen, we appreciate you, Zabrosk. Grab that freaking check. Joanne, are you napping back there? What are you doing? You're taking a naparoo during Renaissance Man show? I'm gonna have to dock your pay. $50. I'm sorry, I gotta take them out of the envelope, Joanne. Give me a couple minutes. Like, don't rush me. I gotta finish up the show first. 1, 2. Doll hairs are hard to separate sometimes. I'm not gonna be like, I think that's 7. No, I gotta pull them apart. One by one. 50. Coming off, docking her pay. She's getting 450 doll hairs tonight. Excuse me, you can't fall asleep during the finale of the Renaissance Man show and then be like, I want full doll hair pay. I'm sorry, I went to a tag sale with Gary V this weekend and I bought just enough doll hair for a full day, but you don't get it. You didn't give it to me. You fell asleep on us. Renaissance Man right now, the fam, they're like, oh my goodness, Mark, get rid of Joanne. She's worthless, falling asleep on the set. She's snoring. You heard her. Dana heard her snoring. D-Fluss was like, I think I hear Joanne snoring in the background. Mark, is Joanne asleep? And I was like, oh, yes, she's asleep. I'm docking the pay, 50 doll hairs. You're not going to be able to sell that on the open market. I'm keeping 50 for next. I may give you a $50 hair bonus if you do a good job with the Zabrowski file. We'll get to that, though, on the next episode. Joanne, do me a favor, though. Just get that check to Zabrosk, and I guess get ready for tomorrow's show. Who's our interview for tomorrow? Joanne, you don't have an interview yet? You've been a producer for 4.5 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 weeks in it, and you can't come up with one interview? Oh, who's on? You, Mark. You're on by yourself. Well, that seems to be the thing. I'm on by myself. So apparently I've got to go away. Fam and friends. What's that, Joanne? Oh, Joanne said to say goodnight to you guys. She wanted you to know she really appreciates the fact that she still has a job. Even though she's getting paid in doll hairs, she's still thankful. And you know what? Every time she sees a message from Christine Seidman, from Dana Shiver, from D Frustrated, from Keith and Queen Brat, my brother Keith, and Sonia, and you got Trish, and when they're all sending messages, Joanne's thrilled. Yeah, she's like, I'm so happy. So if anybody else is here, say goodnight now or forever hold your peace, because Joanne is, I think she's done. Joanne, do you have any more things to give to anybody? Are you waiting for anybody to pop on here at the end that may say, oh, good night, Mark, and we could tell them good night from you as well? Because I want to know, like, if you're going to be you're already walking out the door, and now someone says, oh, I'm here too, like Juniper. If Juniper happens to be here, Juniper sometimes is here, but can't say because she's watching the TV and just pops in at the end, hey, Mark, I'm here, good night. And if that happens, Joanne, do you have a good night for Juniper? Do you have a good night for Pamela? Do you have a good night for anybody, really? Or is it just for the people that you see right here? I'm just trying to do the right thing by the Renaissance fam. And it sounds like Joanne is down with giving a good night to somebody. But if you guys are here, you're forever holding your peace. That is what it is. You can't, that's on you. You know, Joanne, it's happened. You tell me. Juniper Berries said good night. Are you giving a good night to Juniper Berries? Joanne, are you being stingy with your good nights? I'm only giving them for the first one that was there, the one that were there at the beginning. Now I'm not doing it anymore. Are you giving a good night to Juniper Berries? Because I'm giving a good night to Juniper Berries myself. Juniper Berries, thank you so much for being here tonight. What about you, Joanne? She said she did. I didn't hear it. Did you guys hear it? I got her saying, I already did. Don't you ever talk back to the Renaissance man with that attitude, Joanne. I already did. Excuse me? You're going to talk to me attitude? I'm here saying goodnight to Juniper Berries. You're going to give it attitude back there? I already did say goodnight to Juniper Berries. Juniper didn't hear it. I don't know. Dana, did you hear the goodnight? Did you hear her say goodnight to Juniper? I heard her say goodnight to you, Jana. Dana, I heard her say goodnight to D, to Christine, to Keith, to Sonia, to Trish. She said goodnight. But what about when we get a Juniper Berries situation going on? You're not going to give a goodnight, Juniper Berries, loud enough for Juniper to hear? Loud enough for everybody in the chat to hear? What are you, like, going for a Pipsqueak award or something? Like, oh, I spoke it with my eyes. What is that? You spoke it with your eyes? No. We can't see you, first of all. You're not on camera. You're off camera over there, freaking filing the Zabrowski file. And then you got Juniper Berries coming to say goodnight. And you're just like, yeah, I said goodnight already. You didn't say goodnight to Juniper Berries. I'm expecting that, or I'm docking you another $50 hairs. Yeah, you can't not say goodnight to Juniper Berries and then get a like $450 in the doll hair situation. I'm cutting you down to $400. You're getting $400 hairs if you can't give a goodnight to Juniper Berries loud enough for us to hear, like everybody. Let's hear it. Much better, right, guys? I mean, that was like she stood up in the room and she said, attention, everybody. Good night, Juniper Berries. That was good. That one I appreciated. And I got to say, I'll give you the $450. I'm keeping that other $50, though. You shouldn't have fallen asleep during the Renaissance Man show. End of the show, Nomad. I'm there trying to say goodnight, everybody, and you couldn't even put the screen up? You couldn't get the Zabrowski file open? Give him his check? I had to throw a shoe at you. Joanne, that's not abuse. No, it's not. No. That's part of the contract. You look at the contract. You get paid in doll hairs, and if you're not pulling your weight, a shoe is a-coming. That's literally, I think, how it says. A shoe is a-coming, with a little, like, come in with a little apostrophe above the end. There's no G on that one. There's a shoe a-coming. Be ready. And so, look, you fall asleep on set. You got the Zabrowski file closed. You forgot the Yoo-hoo yesterday. That was on his rider, Zabrowski's rider. And then Juniper Berries is here saying goodnight. And you have the nerve to say, I already did. And give me attitude. Sometimes you're like, you give like nothing but respect to people, and you treat them with love and kindness, and occasionally throw a shoe at them, but still, besides that love and kindness, right? And then they give you an attitude. Joanne. Look, Joanne, you do you. You're not going to advance in life with that attitude. That's all I'm saying. You start going into offices and you respond to the potential boss or the boss like that, you're out on the streets. You're out on the streets. If it wasn't for the fact that you do keep that Zabrowski file pretty clean, you'd be out on the streets already right now. I would have gotten rid of you. I don't have time for somebody who's going to give me attitude and who forgets the Yoo-hoo and basically, falls asleep during the finale of the Renaissance show. I don't care, what time it is. It could be 5:38 in the morning. If you fall asleep, I'm throwing a shoe at you. I'm docking you $50. It's a sign of a good businessman. Oh my goodness, guys, I love this show. So, fam and friends, Christine, Dana, D. Fluss, Juniper Berries, part of a huge bit here at the end. Sonia, so good to see you. And Trish Killian, who is an owner of all 8 albums from the Renaissance Man Show. Or actually not it is from the Renaissance Man Show, but it's really Mark Pires. It's my music. And the Renaissance Man Show is where we come and get down. And we create all of these songs. Except one. We all are the same. Seek that freaking song out. Woo, is all I could say. So, fam, friends, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go.